Good afternoon. We're following two major stories this afternoon. The ribbon behind me is red because we're under a winter storm warning. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, the breaking news is on a deal to keep the Bills in Buffalo. News 4's Rich Newberg is live for you at the Ralph Wilson Stadium with the very latest details. Good afternoon, Rich.
Good afternoon, Alina. Very, very exciting here out at the Ralph. You know, everybody right now inside is thanking Ralph Wilson for keeping the Bills in Buffalo, his loyalty to Buffalo. Bills CEO Russ Brandon called this a monumental day in seeing the long-term future of the Bills in Western New York. Now, let's talk about this lease agreement. The lease keeps the Bills in Buffalo for at least 7 years of the 10-year lease. At the end of the 7th year, they have an option to leave, and they would pay a relocation penalty of $29 million. If they don't act on that and they choose to leave in the 8th, 9th, or 10th year of the agreement, they must pay a $400 million penalty. The 10-year lease also provides for $130 million for renovations. $35 million of that will be paid by the Bills. This is the first time the team will kick in money for stadium upgrades. That stadium is now 39 years old. $95 million will be shared by the state and Erie County. Now, here are some of the comments via satellite from the governor just a few minutes ago.
Special thank you to Mr. Ralph Wilson for honoring his commitment to Buffalo and the people of Western New York. It also has us jointly, the county, the state, and the Bills, exploring options for a new stadium down the road, if that is financially feasible and intelligent from a development point of view.
So very interesting. Now they're looking toward the possibility of a new stadium down the road for the Buffalo Bills. So the Bills, again, could leave at the end of the 7th year, and they would pay about a $29 million penalty. I asked Mark Poloncarz, that just doesn't seem like a lot of money, and he reminded everyone at the news conference, and believe me, it is packed inside. He said right up until this point, they could have left for $2 million. So joining me now, Steve Vesey, the News 4 sports director. Your take on all of this, Steve?
Yeah, well, what I think it really does is removes a lot of the unknown factor, which has been a big deal for a lot of fans. They haven't known if the Bills are going to be here, when, and if they are leaving, with L.A. as a possible future destination market for any NFL franchise at this point. And this at least gives us a firm timetable in terms of 7 years plus the 3 possible years after that, in terms of knowing the Bills are going to be here no matter what. They made that quite clear today, and I think that alone will erase a lot of the doubt in fans' eyes. And now that 7 years, what it also does, it gives them time to figure out if it's feasible for a new stadium, because as they said during the press conference today, 40 may be the new 30, but when it comes to an NFL stadium, not exactly. So like I said, what it does, it removes a lot of the doubt, and at least fans, for now, can rest assured that the Bills are going to be here, Rich.
All right, thanks, Steve, very much. And we're going to hear from the fans. We're going to hear from everyone. Luke Moretti is also getting reaction, and he'll have the very latest coming up on News 4 at 5 and 6. Very upbeat right now at the Ralph. Back to you, Nalina.
All right, thank you so much. And some Bills players have taken to Twitter to talk about the deal. CJ Spiller tweeted just a short time ago, "Glad to see we were able to sign a 10-year lease to stay here in Western New York. I couldn't imagine playing in a different place. The people here are great."